is looking spicy.
Ooh, ew. Let's go. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza. Little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We in here. Yes. I just drank this coffee, so I am feeling like all those explosions you just heard. Mm-hmm. That part. Let me cover the advertisement because we don't give free advertisement. But on that note, we got extra special spicy guests with us. We got CECE CAMACHO in the building. Yes. CECE, how you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling great. I'm a little nervous already, but we here.
Now you got this, babe. You got this. How was your day today? How was your day?
My day was pretty chill, I just kind of was just like relaxing with the fam. I made music. I was recording for about like 4 or 5 hours.
Oof.
And then I woke up at like 9 and I finished a little in the afternoon, and then I was just kicking it with my family a little bit before I headed over here. Word.
Yes, okay. And also I want to give a couple shout outs now that we're beginning the show. First of all, shout out to Bravery Studios out here making it happen. I don't know, Marv, do we still got the Rocco special going on? Let's go. So for anybody that wants to sign up with a podcast, this is your time to do it. Use the Rocco special code and you could get a 20% off your membership. 25%. I gave you even better. But yes, if you wanted to get a podcast going, or if you know anybody that wants to get a podcast going, spread the word. New Jersey's best podcast studio. Shout out to Bravery Studios. We make dreams happen. Let's go. Let's go. Also, another couple shout outs. Shout out to the Astra Music team. Let's go. Your girl Mina Mendoza just got booked to host a special event. Let me make sure that I got all the credentials correct. That's something I want to make sure, because we did just put out the flyer yesterday. But anybody who is in the Jersey area, New York area, Connecticut area, please make your way. Hold on, let me get the dates all together, because I want to make sure I'm sending y'all in the right direction. This just happened, guys, so I'm super excited. Perfect. So on Friday, May 3rd, 6 o'clock, we're going to have an event. It's called The Pop-Up. It's going to be my first time working with these amazing human beings. Honestly, I met them yesterday. I was able to kick it with them, get to know them. It's gonna be an amazing time. Shout out to Ripped Dispensary. So it's gonna be in a legit dispensary. Huge location. We're gonna have an outside location and also inside location. On top of that, we're gonna have live performances. Shout out to Action Figure 973 and friends. We're also gonna have Lord Cartel, Kibi Bohidi. All right, I didn't murder it too bad. All right, shout out to June Star, Mr. Blackman, Stack Skrilla, yes, Beijing, and Pooty. And yours truly, the spicy queen of spice herself, Mina Mendoza, will be hosting it. Come through. There's going to be discounts. For example, if you want to buy some bud, edibles, cartridges, all your 420 smoking devil's lettuce needs. There's also going to be merch that's going to be sold. Everybody that is part of the event is going to have their merch. So please come through, support. It's going to be a great time, CECE, I hope that you can make it. I know Bravery Studios, I hope y'all show me love and y'all definitely make it. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And it's going to be in 220 Broadway, Jersey City, New Jersey. So definitely make it happen.
Spicy.
Come through. Create spice with us. Let's go. So yeah, I just wanted to give just some shout outs to that. I feel like a lot of exciting things are happening. I feel like I never start my show like that, like just giving the love back to the community. And let me think. I was like, do I know of anything else that's gonna happen? Okay, I'm not sure, but if I do, I'll definitely shout it out when it happens. Also, we have some love in the check-in right now. I do see some people in the check-in. Yo, shout out to Action Figure and the Action Music Group. Let's go. Shout out to Go. Shout out to Savannah. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my best friend Amanda out here. Yo, all the love, all the love, all the love. All right. This show is about you, my friend. So CECE Camacho.
Yeah.
I got to know, this name. How did we decide this name? I gotta know.
CC is my middle name. So my mom named me CC. It's just 4 letters. It's not short for nothing. You feel me? It's just CC. Everybody's like, oh, Cecilia. No, it's just
CC.
It's just CC. And Camacho is my mother's name. It's my grandfather's name. You know, and he's somebody that I feel walks with me. You know, he passed away, and so you know, I just took that name and it's just CC Camacho.
Yes. Okay. Was there ever any other names that you wanted to go with, but you're like, nah, that's a dub. I ain't going with that.
To be honest, nah, like, you know, like before I was doing music, like, you know, I was just CC, like, and people would call me YETWAHS, you know, because of my artist name. But, like, I never was like, oh, I'm YETWAHS. Like, YETWAHS are just the name of, like, my cartoons, you know? But, you know, just because of my IG handle, people would be like, oh, what's up, YETWAHS? Like, you know, but other than that, CECE CAMACHO was the first, because I was just going to do CC, and I was just like, you Googled it, there's so many CCs, like, you know what I mean?
Yo, facts.
So it's just like, damn, like, how can I make myself, you know, different,
unique.
you know? So I just added the last name, like, you know?
Okay.
Word.
I do want to go back to something because I'm so happy you brought it up, because when I was like, I was getting confused because I would listen to your music on Spotify and I write CECE CAMACHO. And then when I wrote your name on Instagram, I was like, wait, that is not her Instagram name. Yeah, it was YETWAHS. I was like, yo, what is that? But then I saw the cartoons and I was like, you know, I was going through your Instagram and I was just like, oh, they do art as well. So I was like, all right. For everybody that doesn't know, if you want to say your Instagram handle so they can kind of connect about what we're talking about.
Yeah. So my Instagram is YETWAHS. It's shorty spelled backwards. It's YETWAHS. And cause my late homie, you know, my big homie, may he rest in peace, he used to call me Shorty. He never used to call me CC. You know, I was just a shorty. You know, we weren't like intimate, nothing like that, but that was just a nickname we had for each other. So when he passed away, you know, through those revelations, I kind of like realized that like my reality was a reflection of my mind, and so in that way, like, you know, I wanted to give tribute to him, and you know, I named my characters YETWAHS because they're a reflection of me.
I love that. I love that. That is so cool. So cool. I want a backwards name.
I'm crying.
I want a backwards name. What's be the backwards? I don't even know. I was like, what would that be? What would that be? You ready? I was like, I tried. A for effort. All right. Enough of that. All right. So CECE CAMACHO. And I guess, like, if you want to deep dive into that a little bit with your drawing stuff, I guess before we talk about the musical journey, like, I saw the drawing. So your cover art, was that your drawings?
Yeah, I do all my own cover art.
That's fire.
Word, yeah, like it's kind of like a little gallery in itself. Like, you go to my music page and it's all me. Like, that's me doing that, like, all the art and all that work.
I love that. How long have you been drawing for?
I've been drawing consistently, I guess, since like 2015, but it was always like pen to paper, you know. And then in 2017, my lung collapsed, and I ended up, like, you know, having 30 days in isolation, and I started painting, you know. They had a morale program. They came around with like some supplies and stuff, and my boy actually from high school popped through, and like he gave me more supplies and shit, and I just started painting. And then from there, I kind of like got into like doing shows and stuff. I met this kid, George Bello. Shout out Civ 3, you feel me? They got me into my first like art show and shit like that. They got me to display my work, you know. He taught me how to like take pictures of my stuff, sell prints, things like that, you know. So that. I started doing shows and stuff like that. And whenever I would like display my art, I would do open mic, but it wasn't music. It was more like spoken word poetry. Like, I was kind of into like, you know, like poems and stuff like that. That's how I would express myself aside from like cartoons and word. Like, yeah, so it wasn't until like 2020 that I started like making music. Word.
Okay. You said something that I wanted to kind of go back on. So you got hurt, you got an injury, and you were put 30 days in isolation, which caused you, I guess, to really dive into your craft, like really focus on like what you can do.
Word.
It really, have you ever heard the story of Frida Kahlo? Do you know that artist? She's that famous Mexican artist.
Yeah, she's Spanish. She's
Mexican.
Yeah. That she has like she has red. There's a lot of red in it.
Red, but she's famous. The unibrow.
Yeah.
The unibrow artist. So definitely check her out. She's definitely, I feel like anybody who learned about Frida, or like, y'all about to get cultured right now. But famous Mexican woman artist, and she actually learned how to paint because I forgot how old she was, but she was riding a bus in Mexico. This is like early in the days, and the bus crashed, and it caused her to like get some crazy injuries. Like, her back was twisted, her ankles were broken. Like, it was wild shit. So she couldn't move. So because she couldn't move, like, she just was painting from her bed. And unfortunately, like, not unfortunately, but she just got bored of, because she was in a room and they couldn't really move her, because this was like back in like early 1920s, like something like that. She saw herself in a mirror and she was like, oh. So if you see a lot of Frida's like famous, this is like famous paintings, like it's like a lot of her, because that's what was in front of her when she was injured. So she would dead ass like paint herself, just paralyzed. And you know, her story goes bigger into other things. But when you said that, that reminded me a lot of Frida's story. She learned how to paint because she got injured.
Word. I guess like, yeah, that's phenomenal, honestly, because like when I don't know, I feel like when you reach, like, I wouldn't say that was rock bottom, but you know, when you hit a spot and you're like, damn, like, you know, I almost lost my life, you know, like it's like what am I here for, you know what I mean? Like what is my purpose, what is God calling me to do? Because I could have not went to the hospital and I could have died, you know what I mean? Like my lung collapsed and I was like, I was still smoking. Like, you know,
all right, so now, I didn't go CECE, you're gonna have to tell us the story. Like, yo, this shit gets spicy. I'm like, yo.
Long story short, you feel me? My lung collapsed.
Where were you, first of all?
I was in my house.
Okay.
And, you know, whatever. Long story short, I was in my house. I was smoking. I smoked like a quarter, but I skipped my graphic design class. On a bigger, grander scale, I skipped my graphic design class, and God was like, oh, you want to play? Bop, and like pop my lung. You feel me? And then, you know, I went to the hospital the next day. Cause I didn't know, I just felt like a pain, and I was like, pew, you feel me, and whatever. And my mom was like, oh, you smoking backwards, da 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 da, like, you feel me, dusty eyes, she shitting on me. You feel me? Like,
you over here dying, your mom talking back shit to you.
Take a shot of
That's
milk.
that Spanish psychology, bro.
Yo, son, like, she from Bushwick, like, you feel me?
Oh
like,
my God.
So you already know, like, she already, like, you know. And then so the next day I'm still smoking, and my mom's, she's like, yo, go to the doctor, like, you feel me? So I went, and that's when I found out that my lung had collapsed. And then so from there, I went to the hospital, and, you know, they did everything, and I was there for 2 weeks, you feel me, and it was cool, like, you feel me, but then they took out the tube and my lung collapsed again. And then,
oh my God.
Yeah, like, it was just stupid, and I just had
That's
mad
scary.
time. Yeah, I had mad time, you know, and yeah, I just found myself. But I feel like, you know, I was there to, like, find my purpose and shit like that, because I kind of was just smoking to numb myself, and it forced me into sobriety, and it forced me to be like, damn, what else could I do? You know what I mean? So
CECE.
I felt like I was wasting a
Talk
lot
your
of
shit,
time.
CECE.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm living proof. Let's go. Period.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, isn't it Women's History Month too? Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to CECE. Yo, that's it. Whenever I'm tired,
Shout
I'm
out
like,
to Mina, hold on.
yo, shout out to us.
Yeah.
Period. Let's go. So, all right, so are you good now though?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sober now. I mean, I started smoking like 7 months later, because I was sober for 7 months.
I'm not judging you.
Yeah, you should.
I love weed. I'm just saying, I do.
You feel me? But when I went to work, you know, my boy, he was like, yo, like how come, like, you know, you was gone, and I was like, yeah, I'm sober, I do edibles now, you feel me, I almost died. He's on his 5th Newport Hundo in like 40 minutes. Like, I watched him chain smoke back to back, and he's like, that's crazy, because my lung collapsed 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
Like, I could smoke some bud, like, you feel me? So I started smoking bud, but I've been sober since like December, like, you feel me? So I've just been, like, you know, tapping into my bag and, like, just making music and just, like, kind of just honing in, you feel me? And word.
Let's go. Okay. So we talked a little bit about your drawings, right? And I love the fact that you started exploring that, going to art shows. That's dope as fuck. I think that's so cool. And but you said you got into your musical journey. It wasn't until 2020.
Yeah.
2020, right? See, I listen. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
So what made you tap into that?
Well, I guess, like, so I was always like a spoken word poet, and in 2017 when I started doing shows and stuff, I also discovered Legendary Cyphers, right? And that's a freestyle cipher that happens every Friday, 8 to 12. You feel me? They do 4 hours straight beats. It's free to join, free to participate.
Where they
free
do
to
that
watch. Union Square in front of Whole Foods across the street.
Fire!
Facts. And it's from the first Friday in May to the last Friday in November, and it's a movement. You know, I think they're 8 or 9 seasons deep. You feel
I gotta
me?
check that out.
Yeah, definitely. You could go there, and like just there's phenomenal people that facilitate it. It's like Eli Black, Born Majestic, Mickey Hustle, D Nasty, and there's a 5th host, but he lives in Philly, so he's not there all the time. But you know, from there, like, I started, like, freestyling. I started spitting my beats I started spitting my poems onto their beats. And I started, like, getting into the rhythm of, like, rapping and, like, learning how to freestyle and shit like that.
Ooh.
And then, you know, like, I went there, whatever, and, like, I fell in love with, like, the craft. So I would go home and I would smoke and I would freestyle and, like, try to rap, you feel me? And then, like, you know, but 2020 hit and the pandemic happened and I got laid off from my job. And I'm like, damn, I got this amount of money, like, what am I gonna do with it? You feel me?
Facts.
So I invested in the studio to make shirts and hoodies and shit like that, you know, because I didn't have a job and I couldn't collect unemployment at the time and shit like that. And,
Why?
it was just some bullshit. They thought I owed the money. Like, it was dumb.
I'm like, yo, give me that 600.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Give me that
Like,
fucking 600.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, so whatever. So, you know, but in that time, like, you know, when I wasn't making hoodies and stuff, like, I would go down the hall and smoke with my boy, and he would be like in and out of the booth. You feel me? Like, trying to record himself, and I'd see him struggling. I'm like, bro, just show me what to do. Like, show me the buttons to press. Like, you feel me? So he taught me how to record on Logic, and then I ended up like investing in the equipment because I wanted to just do it like at my own time, you know, and not have to pay somebody, and because I didn't have the bread for it, you feel me? So I just invested in the equipment so I could fuck with it long term. Word. So
Okay.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how you felt when you were first recording your first song. Because I feel like that's such a different experience. It's something that you're not doing before. And like, be honest, like, was it messed up? Was it, you know, and what was it that made it messed up? You feel me? And I feel like this is the human in us right now.
I feel like when I first started recording, I wasn't even looking to make a song. Like, I was just freestyling like I normally would, but I was just recording it. You feel me? I was just like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know what a hook was. I didn't know it. You know, like, I knew what a verse was, but I didn't know how to count bars. Like, that's something that I had to learn along the way. And even like my first album, like, I dropped the album in 2022, I think, and it's 13 songs deep. Not one of those songs has a hook on them. Like, you feel me?
I'm
Like,
dead. I'm gonna just keep talking.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, I have music that's out that is just like, it's just me, like, expressing myself, you know what I mean? And the music, I didn't do the music like, oh, I'm gonna get lit, or I'm gonna go perform, or I'm gonna do this. I didn't do that for that. When I started music, it was because I was at rock bottom and I needed another outlet. Like, it was like, either I'm gonna let this out or I'm gonna implode. You know what I mean? And it was kind of like, you know, it was trash in the beginning, you know, but the more you do things, no, it's true. Like, but the more you do things, like, the more you put your reps in, the stronger you get and the better you get, and, you know, you sharpen your sword more, and, you know, you just gotta do it every day, and you gotta be consistent every day. Like, you can't just do it and make a song here and record a song 5 months later and be like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like, you're not putting no work in, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you gotta record every day, wake up every day, do that shit every day, and, like, you'll see the results. Like, word.
I think it's cool that you didn't put a hook in your first album. No, I'm dead serious, because like Wu-Tang, like, when they created the song, I feel like they made songs together, but the song that made them go viral, the mixtape that everybody was passing around in all boroughs of New York, because that shit is such a wild time for hip-hop to me, because it's like, we have the accessibility of the internet, where like all it takes is someone just sharing your post and boom, you have access to it. Back then, you had to wait for this mixtape, yo. You had to wait till I crossed the bridge to give it to you so that you can make a copy and make copies. And I think, damn, like, what a progress we made with music. You feel me?
That's a hustle back then, word.
So, like, Wu-Tang Clan, shout out to Staten Island. Their first song, Protect Your Neck, there's no hook. So when people were trying to, like, when this song was going viral, you know how people, that's when, like, the radio stations, like, really blew up. Like, they were already hot, but they were blowing up, like, people requesting the songs. Because the thing is, like, we didn't have access to LimeWire, stuff like that. Like, you had to, like, deadass wait for the radio, or hopefully you got the tape or CD to listen to your music.
Word.
So people were calling the radio station like, yo, like, there's no hook. Like, it just, like, keeps going. And they were like, but he said this. And, like, it was a wild time for hip-hop. So when you said that you dropped the album with no hook, don't put yourself down for that.
Nah, I mean,
you know?
Nah, blessed. Thank you. I appreciate you for telling me that, you know. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, like, I wasn't doing it like with like, it was just a learning curve for me, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it very much was like, I didn't learn that until later on. Like when I met this engineer, Jake Russo, and it was crazy because like I was living out my studio and everything. Like I was living in a closet storage unit. Like it was like
you was living that lifestyle for real,
like,
for real.
you know. And I went to the skate park and I met my engineer at the skate park. Like you feel me? I was smoking a blunt with my boy, and there was this guy there. He's skateboarding and he's you know the little dip things. Like you feel me? He's doing that or whatever. And he's busting his ass. Yo, and some little 9-year-old boy comes through and starts thrashing that shit. You feel me? And then hops right out and just leaves the park. And he just like, he took a smoke break. Yeah, he took a smoke break and he just started going hard. He started getting it. But me and my boy watching him the whole time. So when he came back to finish his blunt, like I was like, yo, bro, like, good job, like, you feel me? And then we started chopping it up, and he told me he was a producer. I was like, oh, I got a studio right here, like, pull up, like, you feel me? But mind you, I had Logic, no plugins, like, you feel me? Like, I was just like, yo, pull up, like, you feel me? Like, and he was like, oh, I got a studio too, it's right up the block. He lived like 2 blocks away from me.
Oh wow!
And you know what's crazy? Like, he like, thank you, Jake. Like, he did like 95% of my discography. Like he mixed it down, like, you feel me? And all he wanted was like royalties on the back end. You know, like that was somebody who really believed in me, and he helped me like to perform. Like he brought me in to help curate like a festival that he was doing, and he made me perform. I was like, yo, none of my songs are done. He's like, I don't care, CC. Like people have to know that you make music. Like when
get up there.
Yeah, he came to my studio and he saw that I had like 100 songs. Like he's like, yo, CC, like, are you ever gonna show the world? And I was just like, nah, bro, this is just for me. Like, he was like,
yo, I'm dead. Yo, I mean, shout out to him though for getting you out of your comfort zone. Because that's how you grow, bro.
Facts. He was like, nah, you gotta start rolling these out. Da da da. Like, how are you gonna roll it out? And I'm like, damn. So I sat down and I started like grouping things by producer. And so every project that I put out was like grouped by producer. Like it's DJ Yaya Roll, then it's 1996 beats, then it's Zamasu 17, then it's Pito Beats, then I did a tape with Jay Sleep. I'm doing a tape with Thank You Brandon. You know, DJ Yaya Roll again. Like just sent me a beat pack yesterday. Like you feel me? Like so it's just like I started working with all these producers and stuff like that, and like they were like my homies, like, and they just all made music and shit, and like so we just started cooking up and word, like it's been cool, word.
I love it. Yeah. And also we got some more loving in the check-in. Shout out to One Day .mp3.
Wait, hold on, I'm about to pull that shit up.
Let's go. We were chopping it up together. We were at the Canademics event in Newark last Saturday. Dope. A lot of vendors. Shout out to 4th Floor. Definitely had everybody on Cloud 9. It was definitely a vibe. It was the first time I ever attended one of those events. Because I went to the NJ Smokers event, but I didn't know that there. I'm like slowly realizing there's other like event groups. Yeah. But that was definitely dope. Shout out to everybody that was there. I feel like it was like a whole community like working together. I think that his name is Josh. He's the one that curates everything. But shout out to Josh.
Yeah, he a DJ?
Yes.
You got long hair?
Yes.
Yeah. Josh is cool.
See, I remember. Yes. So shout out to Josh. Shout out to everybody that definitely was working that event, because I feel like also Coalition Kitty. Shout out to Emmy Mercado. Yes, my girl Emmy. I saw she was doing. I catched it kind of late, but I saw that she was there, and I was like, yo, it's like all jerseys here. I love it. But yeah, shout out to y'all there right here in the check-in. Shout out to Zilly 900 Music. Let's go. We got Jay Vallejo. A lot of love. Also, everybody that's in the check-in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you like content like this. And also shout out to One Day, because he's actually coming on the podcast too.
Yo, shout out to One Day, because One Day's actually producing a show for me, CEE N SOUNDS, April 13th.
Let's go. April 13th, yo, April 25th, he's gonna be on the Mina Mendoza show. You busy, my guy? You busy, my guy? Oh. Yes, all Jersey, love it. All right, but if y'all got a question that y'all wanna ask CeCe or me or in general what we're talking about, please drop that question in the chat. You know, you're part of the banter with us, so I don't want you to think like we're not looking at the chat. We'll check in. Yes, please. All right, so CeCe, I want to talk about how you feel when you perform. Because now you're like, yo, this guy just like threw me there. So it's like, yo, how did you feel the first time you were performing? Like, did you want to throw up?
Oh my
God. Were you anxious? Did you mess up?
Hell yeah, I messed up.
What happened?
What the fuck? Well, first of all, shout out to everybody who popped out, because I think I sold like 20, 25 tickets my first performance. You feel me? Even my mom popped out. Like, you feel me? Like, it was dope. It was beautiful. Yes. And I'm sorry that y'all saw that as my first performance. Like, you feel me? Because like I was trash. Like, you know what it is? Performing and recording, like, it's two different things. And I had to learn how to perform as though I'm recording. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because like you can't let like stuff get to you, you know? Like, I get like, even just talking to you, like, I'm shaking. Like, you know, I get like that, you feel me? And when I'm performing, like, I get like that, you know what I mean? And when I first started, like, I know I was red in the face. Like, you feel me? Like, I know, like, you feel me? Like, but yeah, like, I was shitting bricks. Like, the fuck? Like, you know? So it was just like, it was damn, like, you know? But now, like, I guess, like, I did, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 shows. Like, when I first started, I did that show. That was 2021. And shout out that show. That was the Monarch Festival. You feel me? That was like, it was an awesome show. We had 16 artists. There was 8 artists inside, 8 artists outside. Oof. Yeah, it was a night. Like, and it was like 8 hours. Like, and we had like full traffic of like 400 people throughout the day. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Like, and it was in Bushwick. Shout
out to Brooklyn.
Yeah. I forget the address. I forget the venue. I'm sorry. But
it's all good.
Yeah. But, you know, and then I only did like 4 or 5 shows, you feel me? And then when I came to Jersey, like I moved to Jersey, back to Jersey in like 2022, like December 2022. And shout out Shantae. Because my friend Shantae, like that, I went to college with him. And they were like, yo, like, pop out, like, you know, come to the show. Like, he told me about NJ Underground Developmental. And I was like, I bet. So he went to 1 or 2 shows, and shout out Kurt Donovan, because I begged him to let me on the lineup. It was one of those shows that people be camping out to get on the open mic, bro.
Oh, shit.
Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, it'd be like, it'd be like fucking like, and there's only 15 slots for the open mic, you feel me? Damn. So, and it'd be like 40 people trying to get on. Like, you feel me? Like, it's fire. It's like every Wednesday. Shout out to Kurt Donovan, NJ Underground Developmental. But, so I performed the song there. It's 1 song. You get 1 song. I performed the song there, whatever. And yeah, like when I got off the stage, like a couple people like hit me up. They're like, yo, actually it was Steel hit me up from G3 Productions, and he was like, yo, CeCe, like, pop out to the show in a month. And I'm like, I bet, like, you feel me? So I had a month, so I chilled for a month, whatever. April came, I did the show. And then from that show, I met Jay Vallejo. Shout out Jay Vallejo. That's
I think Jay Vallejo was in the check-in. I think he's still in the check-in right now.
I ain't gonna lie, that's my guy. Like, Jay Vallejo's a rock star. You should have him on the show, Mina. Like, he does everything. Hold on. Nah, but so Jay Vallejo, he was like, it was crazy because like his set was like freaking like right before mine. Like, I went right after him.
So he opened.
But mind you, like when we were doing sound check, like I'm chilling in the back smoking. You feel me? And all I hear is just like all I hear is like some instruments and guitars, and they going crazy. I'm like, yo, they got real musicians.
Oh my god!
I was like, I'm on a lineup with real musicians. Like you feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then and I was just like, yo, were you on stage? He's coming back. I'm like, yo, you was just on stage right now. I was like, yo, you was going crazy. Like, you feel me? Like, and he was like, yo, what's up? And then we found out we was going next to each other. So later in the night, like I'm copping bud, whatever. I'm in the back. It was at Takeoff Lounge. So like, if you're familiar with the venue, like
I think that was the event space last Saturday. I think it was Takeoff Lounge in Newark.
Yeah, 51 Ocean Street.
Yeah, so, they got like an outside area with graffiti. Yep, that's what it was. Shout out to Takeoff Lounge. I was there.
Yeah, shout out Takeoff Lounge. Shout out Get Lost a lot. But so yeah, like, so basically, like, he ended up. Excuse me. I ended up like copping whatever, and all I hear is CECE CAMACHO, come to the stage.
Oh my god!
I'm thinking I'm next. I'm like, I bet. I run, and he's like, it's Jay Vallejo. You're not missing my set. I was like, I bet. Like,
oh shit!
So he performed, and then I performed, and then afterwards he was like, yo, CeCe, I'm going to Mad Minds tomorrow, and I was just like, what's Mad Minds? And he was just like, yo, it's 400 people confirmed. You gotta go. Da da da. It's open mic. So I went to Mad Minds. Shout out Mad Minds. You feel me? And I did Mad Minds. And that's where I went. I met one day. He was hosting. He was the host, and I got booked for like 8 shows for 1 song. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I was on go last year. Like, I was doing like 3-4 shows a week. Like, you feel me? For like 8 months straight. Like, it was crazy. Like, last year was fucking crazy. Excuse my language, but like, you know. Money. So this year I'm kind of like taking a hiatus. I'm kind of just like focusing on like releasing music, making more music. You know, like. Just like calming it down, because last year I was outside.
Okay.
But, you know, and I didn't get to release as much music as I planned in the beginning of the month. I mean, in the beginning of the year, because I never planned to be outside performing like that. You know what I mean? It kind of just happened. Word.
But you still no, but like look at it look at it as like a balance, because regardless, you still gotta network yourself, get your name out there, kind of build your community, just expose yourself. And then I feel like every artist goes like that. Like every artist always, you know, starts doing like pop-ups, starts popping up, going to places, and then they hibernate. And then they just pop out of nowhere with like an album, you know? Like, I feel like every artist goes through that period, because I feel like in order to be creative, you do need to take that break to just focus on what you're trying to release. So I get that 100%. So I'm very excited to like see what you got cooking and stuff like that. I know you sent me something a little earlier today. So it was dope. I can't talk about it. Secret, top secret. But it's definitely fire. But yeah, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Women empowerment. Let's fucking go. Out here. Shout out to Sully. Shout out to Nadine. Let's go. A lot of love. A lot of love. So CeCe, I guess like artists and like people that are watching, like what type of advice would you give to someone that is jumping into this industry?
I would say take advice with a grain of salt, you know? And I would say, like, don't let anybody discourage you, you know? Because everybody starts somewhere, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, it's kind of like when a baby learns to walk, you know, the baby's gonna fall 1,000 times before, you know, but they keep getting up before they learn how to walk, you know what I mean? So it's very much like that. Like, if I would have listened to my mom when she told me I was trash... Now she thinks my shit is fire, you feel me? Now she's like, yo, that shit hard. But when I used to tell her songs, she used to be like, yo, that shit's trash. I'd be like, damn, man. She'd be like, you know, we talked about it the other day, and she was like, yeah, but it made you work harder, right? And I'm just like, word, you know, just work harder, you feel me? You just gotta keep grinding, you feel me? Like that's the thing. And like, maybe not be so quick to like put your music out, you know what I mean? Like, you know, kind of just like make sure you have your vault built up, you know, but put it out eventually, you know what I mean? And just ignore the haters, you know what I mean? Just keep doing you, like, you feel me? That's the biggest thing, is just tunnel vision, like, you feel me? Like, you don't worry about what anybody else is doing, you know, and just try to cultivate your own sound. Word.
Okay. Wise words, dropping gems. Let's go. All right. I want a vulnerable moment.
Oh my God.
So, can you share with us a story where like shit just fucked up? What did we learn from it? And like, what was the outcome, you know? Like, what was the outcome? What did we learn from it? And it could be any situation. It could be like, maybe you were out to perform and sound check wasn't crispy. Maybe we fell on stage. Like, you know, just moments where it's just like, damn, I ain't doing that shit again.
Damn, that's tough. I wasn't expecting that one.
It's like, I feel like just to teach you like the human side, like not teach you, but like where viewers could be like, oh shit, like.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one. So there was somebody who booked me for a show. And they booked me or whatever, and you know, I had like a religious commitment, you know, and I was like, listen, like I gotta do something. Like I'm not sure. I gotta confirm the date or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like they just took me off the flyer, but they didn't tell me. they didn't tell me if like, you know, if we was confirming or not, you know, whatever. So I ended up just still going because he said that I was still valid to pull up or whatever, you know? But, you know, warning, red flag number 1 was that nigga took me off the flyer, you feel me? Red flag number 2 was when I got there, the only people there were the performers.
You should have kept me on the flyer.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, I'm from Ridgewood. Like, I'm from Bushwick. Like, how are you going to have a show in Bushwick and not... Have me on the flyer, bro. Like,
talk your shit.
Yo, like that shit was crazy. And I was just like, and then mind you, he was like, I sent him the stuff like the night before, you feel me? And he was like, yeah, I got it. I got the music. I get there. And he's like, yo, CeCe, can you send the music? I'm like, bro, I sent you my 10-minute set in a zip file, bro. Like, you told me you got it. He was like, oh, yeah. He's like, CeCe, we're going to put you first. I'm like, you're going to put me first? And I was like, do you have the music downloaded? I'm eating my taco. Like, do you have the music downloaded, bro? Like, and he's like, yeah. He's like, all right, CECE Camacho, come to the stage. I get to the stage. The DJ did not download my music, bro.
What? No.
Why would you have... That was perfect. Why would you have me go first? Does that make sense, bro?
Wait, so how did you finesse that? Like, what'd you do?
I played the song off of my phone.
Oh,
I did my shit, you feel me? And I was just like, yo, like, you know, I'm only gonna do this song because, you know, they got it fucked up. I was like, holla at me. My next show is XYZ, you feel me? And yeah, facts, you know, that I met Toy Machine that day, word. That's a fire ass band. Yeah, that shit was fire though. Yeah, cause I went. Oh, that's the day I met Action Figure. Cause that day I was so mad. I was with Willie Gonza, and I was like, yo, these fucking, like, you feel me? Like, I'm not even gonna curse because I'm gonna ball out. But you feel me? And then me and Willie Gonza got into the car, and I was like, yo, fuck them. You feel me? I was mad as hell. And then he was like, it's alright, CeCe, we're gonna go to another event. We went to a beat battle at O's Face, Action Figure, all of them, like, damn, what's that other guy's name? Fuck. Pennies Makes Dollars. Like, they was all there. And they started, like, yo, they was going crazy. And, like, one thing about me, like, the whole night, I was just like, they're going crazy. Like, yo, like, it was so fire. And I was rooting for Sorry, Os. I was rooting for Action the whole time. I was like, yo, he's nice. He's nice. I was like, yo, he should have took the cake. Sorry, Os. He should have took the cake. Like, you feel me? O's Face won, but O's Face is also a phenomenal producer. Like, you know, no. But Action was shitting, bro.
Ooh, shit.
Like, and that was the first day that, like, I ever learned about him and shit like that. That shit was crazy.
Let's go.
Facts. And it was at Takeoff Lounge, which is crazy.
Okay.
And it was hosted by Asha.
Shout out to Takeoff Lounge. Out here making dreams come true. We out here. I love when, like, I feel like people disregard Jersey too much. You know what I mean? And I get it. New York is bigger. But I feel like for the little land that Jersey is, and it's north, okay, I'm going to say all Jersey, because I feel like a lot of people separate Jersey as like South Jersey, Central. But I feel like it's all Jersey. It's all fucking, it's not the same, but like you still from Jersey. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there's a lot of talent in this state. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I feel like, I don't know, I want to see more people in the music industry just repping Jersey, you know? Like, I get it. Like, I hate when people put, like, NJ New York
I'm crying
on their profile. Like, you're from Jersey. Just say it, okay? Shit.
Nah, Jersey's cool. Like, I moved to Jersey when I was...
Unless you're paying New York taxes, don't put New York on your fucking profile. You feel what I'm saying, though? Like, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah, I feel like I've been back and forth from Jersey to New York, like, kind of since when I was, like, 19, 20 years old. Like, I was raised in Brooklyn till I was, like, 12. I was raised in Queens until I was, like, 19. Then I moved to Jersey, and I went to school out here for, like, 2 years, and then I moved back to Brooklyn, and I just came back in, like, 2022. So, like, shout out Jersey, you feel me? But I feel like New York made me, like, you know what I mean?
For a fact.
So,
I was just saying, for people that live in Jersey,
yeah,
rep Jersey and continue to rep Jersey, because I love New York, but New York is already established. You feel me? New York is for sure. Like, I am not disregarding New York. I love New York. I'm just saying. We gotta get Jersey people up there too, you know?
Nah, I know some Jersey artists that are like, yo, I'm from Jersey, yeah. Like, you know, they're definitely out there, you know?
It's coming out. It's coming out.
Like,
it took a while to get there, but it's coming out. You feel me? All right, CeCe. So I want to ask you a question that I ask all my artists. So this is where we're going to have fun. Okay. Oh, no. Marv, you think it's too late to get
She need another coffee? Oh.
No, I'm going to pass you this card. So I'm going to describe the card and what it is. Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to pass it to her.
So
Rewind.
Okay.
No.
There, we good. All right. You're holding on to the card, CeCe. So what this card is, all right? This is a American Express Mina Mendoza titanium card. Like, just wild. So this is the rules. You have 24 hours to use this card however you like. 24 hours. And then at like 11:59, 59 seconds, it's done.
So everything evaporates?
Not evaporates. You'll keep it, but you only have 24 hours to do what you need to do. So
do you got to pay anything back?
No. You don't got to pay anything back. But also keep in mind, like, within those 24 hours, because I seen a lot of guests like, oh, I'll go to Dubai, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But keep in mind, like, you still got to do that plane trip. if you're stuck in Dubai at 11:30, you feel me? Like it's gone, bro. In a half hour, how you getting home?
Like, it's over.
That part.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just keep in mind, if you're gonna like do some airplane stuff, you gotta the travel.
Yeah. Aside from like the bills,
It could be anything.
the houses, you know, aside from like, you know, the regular stuff, I think one of the main things I'd invest in is a YETWAHS amusement park. I feel like I would do a YETWAHS amusement park. I would feel like
Where would you put it?
I got a couple locations.
Okay, fire.
I would get
franchise.
I would get a couple locations. You feel me? East side, you know, west side, down south, all that. You know, like I would think I would also get a couple of storefronts. You feel me? A couple of galleries.
Fire.
Yeah, I think I would probably like launch everything I want to launch. Like, you feel me? Word. Like, I feel like a YETWAHS amusement park would be fire. Like, yeah. I guess, like, you feel me? I think that's pretty valid, huh?
Anything else? Remember, you could do whatever you want with this card. I mean, the amusement park idea, I think, is actually really cool.
I guess I would build my team. I would get my team. Like, you feel me? And I would get, like, like my engineer, right? You know, a team of producers. I would get my own like big ass studio. You feel me? Like, you know, all that. Like,
let's go.
Word.
Okay.
A videographer's on deck. I wanna. You feel me?
Who would you work with? Because remember, this credit card is paying for that, and you could work with anybody.
Oh my God!
It's like Pharrell, I can afford you.
I'm coming for you, Pharrell. Alicia Keys, Nas.
These collaborations is looking wild in a good way.
Who else? Damn. Yeah. I think that's, you know, that's covering it. Word. Damn, you put me on the spot, Mina.
It's okay. It's all right. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, you know?
Yeah.
The whole point of this question is that I like to see how people's creativity thinks when they are not feeling hindered. Like, it's like, oh shit, I can do whatever I want. So it's interesting. It's like, it's only one day, but like, it allows you to think like, what would you do? I've had different answers all around. Like, I had people like, oh, I'll shoot the illest music video. You were the first person that said that they'll, you know, do an amusement park. A whole bunch of different answers. I was like, yo, it's just dope.
Yo, anybody passed you the card?
I think so.
Yeah?
I change my answer all the time. I feel like I've had this.
What's your answer today? Hold on.
So, today, if I had an opportunity to spend 24 hours with this card right now, what I would do is definitely put my team together. That'd be 100% what I would do. Put my team together, buy all the best cameras. I'll go to B&H, whatever place in New York, buy all high-tech equipment, all the high-tech equipment. Buy myself a fly-ass car, cash, paid for. So if this is done, I can still sell the car. I'll buy the house. I'll figure it out. I'll pay some banker. Be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you like $5 million. Just make the contract happen today. Like today. Like I don't want to own nothing. I'll buy a house. I'll buy a car. Definitely build my team. I feel like everything that I wanted. I'll hire a team to do my content creating. I'll hire a team to come with me for events. I'll hire the best person in Peru to give me the best sewn shirts for my merch. Like I'm going all out. Like, and then like I will also like one thing that I feel like I like to look at is just giving back to the community. Because I feel like, you know, like I'm in a place where I'm still growing, but like I would love to give other people that opportunity. So I would open up like some type of recreational center in like every major city, like Mendoza Foundation, some shit where like creativities, people could come in and come together, and there'll be resources and tools that will help support one another and whatever they want to do. So I've always thought about that, like what's a way that Mina Mendoza could give back, you know, so that yes, but also like so I can leave a positive footprint in the world. You feel me? Like some chick in Chicago be like, yo, shout out to the Mina Mendoza Foundation. Because of her, I was able to be this famous violin star.
Violin star.
I don't know, but it could be anything. You feel me? It doesn't have to be like just like music. It could be like best piano player, best painter, best sculptor, best any type of art creative space. I want a space where people feel inclusive, welcomed, and safe. I'll do that. what I would call it, Mendoza Foundation. I don't know, the Foundation.
Mendoza Foundation, pretty tight.
Mendoza. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's one thing that I would definitely do. Other stuff, I don't know. But that's what I got right now. But yes. Shout out to CECE for her 24 hours with the Mina Mendoza card.
Hold on. She going back to the community.
Period. Yes. Let's go. All right. Wait. I had a question for you. So, I always say this, 'cause I like to look at the time because sometimes like I get lost in the sauce at the time.
Yeah.
All right. So, talk to us a little bit, love, like music inspirations. Like, who are people that you look up to when it comes to music? Like, dead or alive? Like, who do you feel like, what is the most oddest song in your playlist on Spotify that people would be like, CeCe listens to this?
Oh my God.
I feel like that's a cool question because, you know, everybody always has that random, like, song in the album.
I feel like, I guess a song that nobody would really, you know, think I'd have in my playlist is The Boredom Is the Reason I Started Swimming. It's also the reason I stopped swimming. It's by the Front Bottoms. They're like this like indie band. They're so random. Like their whole like the Front Bottoms album, like they have an album called The Front Bottoms. Like that whole, I would fangirl if I went there like to a concert. Like I've never seen them live, but I definitely would. Like they're from Rhode Island, I think. And,
Okay.
Yeah, like
shout out to the Front Bottoms in Rhode Island making indie music. CECE Camacho likes your music. Just say it. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely check them out. Like that album, I guess, is so nostalgic to me. Like I guess because like I was obsessed with it when I was like 12, 13 years old. Cause like
how did you find it?
This boy that I liked, he put me onto it, and it was so fire. And like I used to ride my bike through Ridgewood and like listen to it.
Let me find out.
I used to have a BMX bike once, like, and I was just listening to the Front Bottoms, like, you feel me, like, it was calm, like, you know, but that's very nostalgic album to me, you know what I mean, and, like, even the content matter, like, it very much, like, I connected to it, because I was going through a lot as a kid, you know, and it kind of was just, like, damn, like, other people going through it, too, like, that was, like, the first time I really, like, felt like I connected with music in a different way, and, like, connected with instruments, mainly, like, I really like the drums on that whole album, like, they go crazy, like, it's a different vibe, like, you know, if I could learn how to play the drums, I'd probably go ham and learn that. Like
fire. Okay. I'm definitely gonna check them out. I feel like I definitely like all types of music. So I always like to ask people like, oh, what's a random song in your playlist? What's that look like? But going back to the first part of the question, love, like if you think of inspirations today, like who are people that you look up to in the music industry and why?
I would say I've had like a couple of like, I don't know. I love my mom. So, like, I was kind of always, like, admiring whatever my mom admired growing up. And, like, she very much was a big Nas fan. She very much was a big Lauryn Hill fan. She very much was a big Alicia Keys fan. You know what I mean? So, I grew up with that blasting in the house. You know what I mean? And so, like, when I was a little girl, like, I made my mom buy me a keyboard, like, because I wanted to learn how to play Alicia Keys songs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I taught myself a couple of them. Like,
she was out here, like, falling, like, making the music.
I thought she was so fire. Like, she was my first girl crush. I was 8 years old. I remember, like, and I used to watch her on TV. I used to be like, yo, she
was the one that started the braids where you put the two in the front.
Yeah, she's so cute. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, I just loved her voice and I loved her passion. Like, Alicia Keys, like, really is just someone who, like, you could tell pours their heart into their craft. You know what I mean? Like, and Nas, like, you could put on any Nas song and I'm just like, damn, like, I'll put his fucking discography on shuffle, you know, and just be cool with it. You know what I mean? I won't skip nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and, like, you know, NERD, like, definitely was, like, one of my, like, big, like, you know, influences growing up. I would just like to listen to them to get hype, you know what I mean? Like, cause I was a sad person, you feel me? Like, and I like sad music, but like NERD definitely was like got me going, like, and got me out of that, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that, word. And I guess like Kanye, of course, like, you feel me? Like,
I love Kanye.
I miss the old Kanye. I love Kanye though. Like, you
me
feel
too.
me? Like, you like
me
definitely
too.
He was a huge influence. You know, I remember like, you know, like when I didn't have a phone and we would just be on the highway, cause I lived in Queens, Brooklyn. You know, we moved around a lot. But my stepdad, his family's from Hell's Kitchen, so we used to always like drive over the bridge and shit. And like we would always listen to like Kanye, like, you know what I mean? And like I would be looking out the window and just like bumping mad Kanye. You know what I mean? So it's just like those artists kind of just like are embedded in my mind and my memory, you know?
Same.
And like it's just very much like molded me, you know, and like
Yo, facts.
yeah, word.
And
But
I definitely agree with that, with what you said, because like I feel like that's what made me grow with Kanye West, because like when I first listened to like College Dropout, I always remember where I was. I would remember I was hanging out with one of my friends and we were smoking, and he would just always bump this album, and like I heard of Kanye, but like he would rock the bottom from album from beginning to end. And to this day, I know every song on that album, even the skits
Word.
from beginning to end. And to me, like, that's, I don't want to say that's an artist, but like, that's how you know you made a masterpiece type of album, when you can listen to an album from beginning to end.
No
it's like, you
skips.
don't have to skip a song. It's like, no, we're going to listen to this whole story.
Word.
So I feel like, I don't know, like when you said that, like that kind of made me feel a hit of nostalgia. I was like, wait a second, like, that album was impactful, you know? And every album after that from Kanye was definitely, I feel like Kanye gave different versions of himself with every album he dropped.
Definitely.
So it just shows like a very evolving artist, you know? Very open mindset. So I love that he's one of your inspirations, you know?
Right.
Anybody else that you want to name? Period. Yo, crazy. Crazy.
I don't know, like I used to listen to, and you know, I always get his name wrong, Nujabes. He's a producer, like, and I used to like bump him in high school and stuff like that. He was someone I used to smoke to, like I listened to all his projects and shit, like, and he passed away, but yeah, Most Def definitely, like when I was in my poetry bag, like Most Def was like, you know, and then once I found out Most Def's favorite rapper was MF Doom, like I dove into MF Doom, Quasimodo, Madlib, like, you know, all Alchemist and shit, like in high school and shit like that, word, like, you know, and I got into like that whole bag and shit, word, like. But one thing I appreciate about MF Doom the most is he taught me how to freestyle, cause like
Really?
yeah, cause like when you listen to MF Doom, like you never know where he's gonna go with his flow. You know what I mean? Like it's always like he always does like random shit. Like he'll say something and then he'll go into a different pocket that you weren't expecting, and it kind of like gives you the confidence to just like freestyle however you want. It's whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he gives you that liberation. I feel like, you know, and like so listening to like Special Herbs tape, like you feel me, like all of them, like you feel me, like I very much like had the confidence to just rap, like, you know, and just when I was alone type shit, like, you know, and word.
Okay.
Facts.
I want to ask you something, and I feel like, do you feel like the industry, I don't know, I've always wanted to ask because I was never in that position, but like even being like a female podcaster, you know, I feel like, not that we have to do more, but I feel like we have to be a certain way for people to take us more serious, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like I'm not gonna lie, like there's been times where I've gone to like events or whatever, and I'm like, I always get the vibe like somebody wants to talk to me first before they want to work with me serious.
What you mean, like talk to you?
Yeah.
Like,
And I feel like, you know what I mean? Because it's not like guy to guy is going to have that
Yeah.
problem. You know what I'm saying? That's what
But
I mean.
you know what?
So
Like,
it's not like harder, but I feel like we have to set our boundaries
yeah, I very
from
much.
the beginning.
Facts.
So knowing what we
you
spoke
did
about
there.
right now, love, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I don't mean that we have to go harder. I just feel like we have to set boundaries compared to, unless you're with Diddy, so that's a different thing. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you being an artist, love, do you feel like you have to set your boundaries?
For
you know?
sure.
And like, what does that look like?
It looks like, okay, so like it looks like, you know, it looks like I can only be feminine with my lover for real. You know what I mean? It looks like, yo, what up, bro? It looks like me dapping you up. It looks like me, like, very much like, you know, like somebody slid into my DM the other day talking about, oh yeah, like, I don't even want to put him on blast. Like,
Nah,
you feel
don't
me?
do that, don't do that.
But like, you feel me? Like, just on some, oh yeah, you're so talented, but X, Y, Z, 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 Z. And it's just like, good looks, bro. Appreciate that, you know?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I sis. Like, you feel me? Like, and it's just like, you know,
Thank you for the support.
yeah, like, you know what I mean?
what?
Or like they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a fire video, so why are you DMing me that it's fire and not commenting? You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, you feel me?
Like
You gonna
it,
show me love, or
like
you not gonna
it,
show me love?
share
Like,
it, something.
you feel me? So very much is just like, yeah, I do feel like you do have to set boundaries as a woman, and it's difficult, especially because you're a woman, because people look at you and they want you, and you know, and it's just like, you know, it's like, damn, bro, like I really just wanted to do this, like, you feel me, like, or like, you know, oh, let me book when I was a recording engineer, like, you feel me, like for a living and shit, like people be like, oh, let me book with you, I had somebody while he's in the booth. Can I play with your feet? Like, what? Like, I'm like, what?
But see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about.
You feel
like,
me?
For real,
And
for
it's just
real.
like, yo, bro, like, you not serious, son. Like, get the fuck out my studio. Like, what do you think it is, bro? Like, I don't. Nah, like, and it's just like, it's disrespectful, you feel me? Because if I had a schlong, you feel me, you wouldn't be talking
yo,
all
let
that.
me play with your feet.
Come
like,
on,
yo,
dog.
fuck?
Like, the fuck? Like,
Nah,
you know,
I
like,
agree.
and it's just like, oh, or even like when people book you for shows, you feel me? And then want to be fucking weird and start flirting with you. I'm getting angry. And then you don't give in, and all of a sudden the opportunity vanished. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? It's shit like that where it's just like, you can't even be too nice. You can't even, you know what I mean? And it's very much like, you gotta keep it professional. Like, just because like people think that you being friendly or even being cool, like more than acquaintances, like, you know, even just like, yo, how was your day? Like, how you doing? Like, you good today? Like, you feel me? Like, even that is like misunderstood or misinterpreted.
Facts.
I mean, misinterpreted, and it's like it's sad.
Like
it's
that.
sad, but word, like, you feel me? You just gotta stay strong, you feel me, and just set those boundaries, like, clear as day, you feel me? Like, word.
Set the boundaries.
Yeah.
I figure set the boundaries, and if they really want to work with you, they'll work with you.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, I'm big on that. Like, I don't share my number.
Facts. I was about
do
to say my
not
email
share
is
my
right
number.
there. My email is
Instagram,
right there.
Right there. I'd be like, listen. And I used to feel guilty about that. I'm like, damn, am I missing an opportunity? And then I thought to myself, I was like, wait a second, no. Because if you really wanted to work with me, you will
Make it
figure out
happen.
that exactly how everybody else is. So, you know, I love that we had this conversation, especially like in this month. You know, if any males watching, just I would say put the queen on the same equal pedestal. Treat them as you would treat your fellow artists. You know, don't obviously, like, just treat us with respect. Know that we're here for the same reasons as you. Now, if we have chemistry and a connection, let that happen organically, but don't come on to us, you know? Like, we just want to be cool, make money, and be friends.
Word.
Period. All right. So, CeCe, we got 2 minutes left on the show. I want you to take this time, my love, to give your shout outs, any upcoming shows that you have going on, any like music that you're about to drop. Again, put out your Instagram handle so people that have jumped in now know how to follow you, all that. This is your time.
Yeah, so I'm CECE Camacho. My IG is YETWAHS, is YETWAHS. Upcoming, we have Scaring the Whole Show, March 30th. You feel me? 6 to 9 o'clock. I'm the only lady on the lineup that's gonna be in the Bronx. I think it's 1087 Southern Boulevard. Don't quote me on that. Go look at the flyer. And then April 13th, I have CEE N SOUNDS show. You feel me? Early bird tickets still on sale till next week. It's also my birthday, you feel me? So
I'm
pop
definitely
out.
gonna come out for that.
You
April
should.
13th.
You definitely should.
I'm gonna come out for
Marvin,
that.
you should pop out too. Yeah.
That's on Friday, right?
Yeah. No, it's on a Saturday.
Saturday. All right, I'm definitely gonna pop up.
It's on a Saturday. Facts. It's gonna be fun. We have dope lineup. We have
Let's go.
Kaya Kulu, Ari Aura de la Luna, Duan Joy, and Jay Vallejo. Gonna be fire.
Let's go.
And then I just dropped a song yesterday. Actually, it's called Alice. The music video should be coming this week, next week. You know, shout out an SOS film. And I also have a feature coming out with Patty Honcho with this song called All My Time. We're gonna be shooting the music video early April. Hopefully the video's out by the time the song's out. You know, I got a couple collabs. I got an EP in the works. Yeah, John Sparks mixing my shit. Hold on. And yeah, just thank you Mina. You feel me, for the opportunity. I appreciate you, and thank you to everybody who just has contributed to where I'm at today. You know, and anybody who has ever offered me an opportunity or has put me on or has opened their doors or, you know, even slid me a beat or anything. You know, I'm just eternally grateful, and I'm just happy to be here, and thank God. Word.
Let's go. Y'all heard it from the best. I want to say everybody that's been checked in on the show with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you want to connect and maybe be a possible guest on the show, please send me a message, the Mina Mendoza Show at gmail.com. You could also find me on Instagram, Queen of Spice, the number 0F. So Queen of Spice. And send me a DM. This is pretty much the end of our show. CC, I think you were amazing. You're great. Always welcome back.
Appreciate
you.
And
it's a vibe. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And that's really all I got to say. So Marv, take us out of here. It's Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, Queen of motherfucking Spice.
Yeah. She's going crazy.